The story begins with a girl named Junhui lying on her room floor in deep frustration. Just then, the doorbell rings. When she opens the door and sees Kim standing there, she gets so shocked that it's like she just saw a ghost. She quickly tries to close the door, but in her rush, Kim's hand gets badly hurt. Junhui still can't believe she's really seeing Kim. And from here, the story moves back to the past. Both of them were in high school back then. Junhui was lively, playful, and full of mischief. Kim, on the other hand, was quiet, shy, and always kept to himself. One April Fool's Day, their class played a funny game. In the lottery, Junhui's name got paired with Kim. Then we see them swapping name tags. For one entire day, Junhui would introduce herself as Kim, and Kim would introduce himself as Junhui. That was the rule of the game. But Kim was extremely nervous because he was a new transfer student from another school. Then we see a boy named Sok, Kim's best friend. Kim tells him about the name-switching game. Meanwhile, Junhui goes out for lunch with her best friend Yoon. On their way back, they notice a few troublemaking boys bullying someone. Junhui gets so angry that she throws a juice box at the boy from a distance and quickly runs away. After that, we see Junhui using Kim's name everywhere in class and even outside. During the game, when one boy tells her, "You're really cute," he calls her by the name Kim. This makes Kim feel extremely uncomfortable. A little later, a girl runs in and says a group of bullies is looking for Kim. The real situation was while escaping earlier, Junhui had dropped Kim's name tag. The bullies found it and assumed Kim was the one who threw the juice box. Now they're searching for him to beat him up. Kim says they should report this to a teacher, but Junhui stops him and tells him she has an idea. Then the two of them draw fake tattoos all over their arms and legs and show up in front of the bullies hoping the boys will get scared. But the troublemaker just laughs, saying, "What is this? Don't your parents see what you do?" Then Junhui says she doesn't have a mom, and Kim says he doesn't have a dad. Right at that moment, a teacher arrives, and the bullies get scared and run away. This is how Kim somehow survives that day's mess. The next day, he goes to school again and lands in a new problem. The day before, Junhui had suggested a bunch of adult books to some girls and wrote Kim's name at the bottom of the list. So now everyone is teasing Kim. He somehow manages the situation. At night, he goes to deliver a package, and there he unexpectedly meets Junhui. It turns out Kim's mom sells some personal items online, and Junhui was the one who came to buy them. Kim gets extremely embarrassed and quickly walks away. The next day in class, everyone is talking about online shopping. Junhui is about to say something when Kim loudly shouts to stop her. Kim thinks Junhui will reveal what happened last night. So during break time, he goes to her and begs her not to tell anyone. Junhui agrees, but on one condition: she wants to borrow Kim's name again. Because that day when she used Kim's name, her whole day went incredibly well. For the first time, a boy called her cute. She scored the highest on a test, and she even got a double yolk egg for breakfast. It felt like the luckiest day ever. So she believes Kim's name brings her good luck. But for Kim, that day was the complete opposite, his worst day ever. Still, he agrees, just so Junhui won't tell anyone about last night. Then we see Junhui using Kim's name everywhere again. She uses it so much that everyone eventually becomes confused. People start recognizing Kim as Junhui. Even the teachers get mixed up. One day, the school calls their parents. The teacher smiles and shares good news. Kim has become the school topper, so he will receive a scholarship. Meanwhile, Junhui gets an award for helping a woman. Hearing this, everyone feels proud of her. On their way home, Kim's mother, Miss Jung-suk, happily says she's truly joyful today. They moved to this area recently, and she worried Kim might not be able to make new friends. But he already has a cute, wonderful girl as a friend. And now, with the scholarship, she feels even happier. So she decides to take her son out for dinner. After walking a little, they find a restaurant, but it's closed. Just then, Junhui and her father, Mr. Byam, arrive. He tells them the food here is delicious because he is the owner. They all go inside, and Byam personally cooks amazing food for them. Jung-suk eats it and praises it a lot. Next, we see Yoon and Junhui shopping. Yoon asks, "Why are you still using Kim's name? Do you like him?" Junhui quickly says no. But earlier, during class, she had secretly glanced at Kim. The truth is, she really has started liking him. She even dressed up nicely and stood at the delivery point, hoping Kim would show up for a delivery so she could see him just once. But Kim never came. Instead, one day, her beautiful dress got soaked in the rain. One day, she learns that her little sister ordered some secondhand items. She thinks maybe Kim will be the one to deliver them. so she hurriedly gets ready. In her rush, she injures her foot badly. Still, she somehow reaches the delivery point and waits. Unfortunately, someone else comes to deliver the package. Feeling disappointed, she starts walking back, and that's when Kim suddenly appears. He compliments her beautiful outfit, and at that moment, Junhoi's heart fills with happiness. She even forgets the pain in her foot. The story returns to the present. Today's date is April 1st, April Fool's Day. And today, after 4 years, Junhui sees Kim again, because Kim actually died 4 years ago. Now he is a Grim Reaper, someone who guides souls to heaven. Kim tells Junhui that within the next 7 days, she will die. But Junhui doesn't believe him. She thinks this might be her imagination. To be sure, she touches Kim's cheek and feels that she can actually touch him. Immediately, she gets terrified, runs out of her apartment, and asks a neighbor for help. But the neighbor says there is no one inside her room. Then Kim tells her, "Only you can see me." Next, Junhui closes her eyes and plays religious songs on YouTube, hoping that if he's a ghost, he might disappear. But Kim doesn't go anywhere. Annoyed, she leaves the apartment. Kim still tries to talk to her, but she ignores him and goes swimming. After staying in the water for a long time, she calms down and thinks maybe she won't see Kim anymore. Maybe everything was just her imagination. But a moment later, Kim appears behind her again. This time, Junhui gets so angry that she starts yelling at him. So, Kim brings her to a hospital to explain. The doctors are trying hard to save an emergency patient, but the patient's time runs out, and they can no longer save him. Right then, Junhui sees a Grim Reaper guiding the boy's soul to heaven. Watching this, she becomes completely shocked, and for the first time, truly understands Kim really did come from the afterlife. The story goes back to the past again. One day, a girl named Jisoo comes to Junhui and asks her to write a love letter because Junhui's handwriting was the prettiest in the whole school. This is when Junhui learns that Jisoo plans to use this letter to confess to Kim. Hearing this feels like the sky falls on her. But she can't refuse because Jisoo pays her a good amount of money. After that, Junhui starts avoiding Jisoo completely, coming up with new excuses every day. One day, Yoon tells her, "You should confess to Kim before Jisoo does." But Junhui thinks Kim will reject her, so she keeps her feelings hidden. Right then, Jisoo spots her from afar. Junhui immediately runs into the restroom, but unfortunately, Jisoo also walks in. At that moment, Junhui slips, falls out the window, and injures her leg badly. A rumor spreads in school. People say she tried to commit suicide. During break one day, Jisoo comes to her and asks, "Do you like Kim? If not, why is the letter taking so long?" Junhui lies and says she doesn't like Kim. She's just trying to write the letter neatly. That's why it's delayed. But Jisoo needed the letter that very day, so Junhui has no choice but to write it for her. Back to the present timeline, Kim and Junhui are sitting together. Junhui asks him, "How will I die?" Kim can't answer. He only says, "In these 7 days, finish everything on your wish list. Fulfill your final wishes." But Junhui has no wishes, so Kim shows her an old diary and says, "Then we'll finish these together. I couldn't complete these before I died. You'll complete them, and in return, you'll let me go." Hearing this condition, Junhui stays silent for a moment, but eventually agrees. The first wish is to ride bicycles in the park at night. They do it. Then they watch birds through a telescope done. Next, they eat ramen while watching a movie together. One by one, they complete all the things Kim never got to do. Then they go to a classical music show. Kim enjoys it so much that seeing him happy brings a smile to Junhui's face too. The story jumps back to the past again. Jisoo goes to Kim with her love letter to confess. Seeing this, Junhui loses control. She breaks down crying and runs downstairs. But just as she reaches them, she slips again and falls. Both Kim and Jisoo ask her, "Why were you running like that?" Junhui can't say anything. At that moment, a football hits her head hard, and she falls again. Kim carries her on his back and rushes her to the medical room. A little while later, Yoon comes in and says Jisoo has just confessed to Kim. Hearing this completely breaks Junhui's heart. After school, while Junhui is walking home in a sad mood, Kim meets her and asks if she can write a letter for him. Junhui refuses at first, but Kim asks so cutely that she can't say no. At night, she sits down to write the letter, quietly crying because she thinks this letter is Kim's reply to Jisoo's confession. The story returns to the present again. Kim and Junhui have come for paragliding. One of Kim's wishes was to jump off a mountain with a parachute and fly like a bird. Junhui is scared, but since it's on the list, they have to do it. Kim practically forces her into the harness. At first, Junhui is terrified, but then she starts enjoying it. Seeing her so happy makes Kim happy too. She lands beautifully after finishing her paragliding, but Kim is nowhere to be found. She becomes emotional and starts desperately searching for him everywhere. A moment later, Kim appears in front of her, and at that moment, Junhui realizes how much she still misses him. The story flashes back to the past once again. Junhui has finished writing the letter, and Kim notices Jisoo's name written on the top, but he tells her this letter is actually for his mom. He wants to wish her on her birthday. Hearing this, Junhui becomes shocked and asks, "So, you're not going to reply to Jisoo's confession?" Kim tells her he already rejected Jisoo earlier because he wants to focus on his career right now and doesn't want to be in a relationship. Hearing this fills Junhui with overwhelming joy. A little later, in the classroom, we see Junhui chatting with her friends, laughing and dreaming about where they'll go with their future boyfriends, imagining fun trips and romantic dates. In the present timeline, the wishes Kim was making Junhui complete were actually things Junhui herself once said she wanted to do. Kim had carefully written those wishes in his diary. One day, Kim comes to throw away a beautiful drawing his mother made. Seeing this, Junhui is shocked because the artwork is truly amazing. Kim explains that his mom paints these just as a hobby. Junhui takes the drawing to their restaurant, hangs it on the wall, and puts it up for sale. Then she tells Jungsuk she wants to learn drawing from her because her dream is to become a great artist one day. Jungsuk accepts her as a student. After that, Junhui visits their house almost every day to learn drawing, and because they were seeing each other regularly, their friendship grows even deeper. One day, while talking on the balcony, they suddenly spot a shooting star. People say that if you make a sincere wish when you see one, your wish comes true. Without thinking, Kim says, "This moment is really romantic." Hearing that, Junhui gets so shy that she runs away. In the present timeline again, we see the two of them sitting on their high school field. Kim forced her to come here because he wants Junhui to do something fun instead of drowning in sadness. But Junhui gets up to leave and accidentally bumps into a girl. Her name is Younghu, a senior by 1 year. She takes Junhui to the art room. A festival was happening that day, and Younghu had made a poster for it, but because of Kim's mistake, it got ruined. Right then, Younghu's friends rush in and say there's very little time before the festival starts. There isn't enough time to make a new poster, so they are really stressed. Junhui decides to help because she draws very well. She quickly creates a beautiful poster that grabs everyone's attention. Everyone praises her endlessly. After that, students from other departments also come and ask her to make posters for them. The festival ends beautifully, and for the first time in many days, Junhui feels relaxed and lighthearted. Seeing her finally smile brings a sense of peace to Kim as well. Meanwhile, in the past timeline, Kim, Sok, Yoon, and Junhui used to have a lot of fun together. Their friendship kept getting deeper. But one day, Kim finds out that Seok likes Junhui and has asked Kim to help him get into a relationship with her. Hearing this makes Kim feel heartbroken because he also liked Junhui back then, but could never say it. After that, he starts keeping some distance. But whenever he sees Junhui getting closer to Sok, he feels even worse. One day at school, he sees Junhui wearing the same coat as his. Actually, Mr. Byum and Jungsuk had bought the same design from the same store. The whole class assumes they're dating. So Kim takes off his coat and says he's not dating anyone. He just didn't want to create any tension between him and Seok. After school, he notices that Junhui accidentally left her coat behind on the table. Two girls come up to him and say, "You should confess to her right now, or it'll be too late." Hearing this, Kim makes up his mind he will confess today. But Junhui is chatting with Sok at the swimming club, so she doesn't see the calls Kim keeps making. Then we see Kim waiting for her at the bus stop. After some time, Junhui arrives completely heartbroken. Just a little earlier, Sok had confessed to her, but she rejected him. Now she thinks Kim has always treated her nicely, only so he could help Sok date her. This misunderstanding hurts her deeply, and she goes home shattered. One day, she had written a love letter for Kim with so much care, but after that painful incident, she throws it into the trash. And on the other side, Kim also fails to express his feelings. The story shifts back to the present. We see everyone having dinner together. Kim sees someone carrying sparklers and follows him because Junhui loved sparklers. But since the person cannot see Kim, Kim can't take the sparklers from him. Watching this makes Junhui extremely sad, and she walks to a pond crying. She decides to jump in and end everything. Right then, Kim runs up and catches her just in time. Junhui can't hold back her emotions and says she has been living in unbearable pain for the last 4 years because Kim died in an accident, and she blames herself for it. She tells him, "Call me by my name. If you call me by my name 3 times, then I'll be able to die." This is why from the beginning, Kim never called her Junhui and kept calling her Kim instead. But now, Kim himself breaks down crying and calls her by her name. Holding her hand, he says, "I love you so much. I loved you before I died, and I still love you just as much." Hearing this, Junhui cries uncontrollably. The next morning, Junhui goes to meet her father. There she learns that her younger sister, Haeju, will start a part-time job and has to move to another city for it. But Junhui objects because she still hasn't recovered from the trauma of Kim's death. Haeju gets angry and says, "I can't live drowned in depression like you. Life will bring many accidents, but you can't stop living because of them." Hearing this makes Junhui extremely sad, and she walks outside. Seeing her upset, Kim says, "Come on, I'll take you to a secret place. It will make you feel better." The story returns to a flashback. One day, Kim was deeply upset too. That time, Junhui said the exact same words to him. She dragged Kim to the school storage room and said, "No one comes here except me and Yoon. If you paint on this wall, your mood will get better." She handed Kim a brush. While painting, Kim shares something personal. He says his father is still alive, but he has never seen him. His father remarried and lives with his second family. Sometimes the stepmother comes to Kim's mother and gives her some money so that they won't cause trouble. While talking about it, Kim becomes emotional. Junhui shares her pain as well. When she was only 4, her mother passed away. Since then, her father raised her, but she still misses her mom deeply. Then we see the two of them painting the wall together, laughing and joking. It eases their pain and brings them even closer. At that moment, Yoon walks in. She becomes angry seeing Kim there, because only the two of them used to come to this place. And Junhui wasn't replying to her messages either, so she thinks Junhui forgot her because of Kim. This leads to an argument between them. Back in the present timeline, Kim brings Junhui to the same place. Seeing their old drawings on the wall brings back their school memories. Kim wants to know if she ever talked to Sok again. Junhui says she hasn't met him once in the past 4 years, so Kim decides they should meet Sok right now. Just then, the security guard arrives, so Junhui hides. Kim calls Sok, but Sok doesn't pick up. After a while, when the guard leaves, Seok calls back and says he's very busy and asks Kim not to bother him. Then he hangs up. But Kim decides he will meet Seok in person no matter what. The story flashes back again. We see Junhui and Yoon not talking to each other after their fight. Kim and Sok notice this, and the two of them decide to take everyone on a trip. They think if the girls spend some time together, their stubbornness will disappear. The next day, they all go to a beautiful fair and have a wonderful time. While shopping at a stall, Junhui and Yoon begin talking again. Then they apologize to each other and resolve their fight. Meanwhile, Kim and Sok talk privately. Sok asks if Kim likes Junhui. Kim admits that he truly loves her. Even after hearing this, Sok doesn't get angry. Instead, he feels relieved. Since Junhui already rejected him, he feels peaceful knowing his friend can love her sincerely. This clears all the misunderstandings between them. The story returns to the present timeline. We see Junhui coming to meet Sok. Sok now works as a swimming instructor, so he was very busy earlier and Junhui was about to leave. Just then, Seok runs after her and calls her name. But at that exact moment, a few fire trucks rush by with loud sirens, and hearing the sound triggers a severe panic attack in Junhui. Sok somehow manages to calm her down. Then the conversation shifts to the day Kim died. In the flashback, after exploring the fair, they spent the night camping under the open sky. That night, there would be a meteor shower. Kim's absolute favorite, so he was unusually excited. At that moment, Junhui gets a call saying she has won a lottery ticket that allows her to watch the shooting stars through a telescope. In reality, she already knew how much Kim loved watching them, so she had applied for a special ticket earlier, and luckily she got it. She gives the ticket to Kim and says, "This is my gift to you, and after today, we won't switch names anymore. This will be the last time." Kim asks her to go with him, but Junhui refuses because there is only one ticket. Then she gives him a love letter and says, "Read this alone, and I'll wait for your answer." She starts walking away. Kim then says, "The time we spent switching names, it was painful at first, but those became the most beautiful moments of my life." Thanking her, he goes to watch the shooting stars. Sitting there, he opens Junhui's letter. The confession is so beautiful that he never expected it. He becomes incredibly happy. Within moments, the meteor shower begins, turning the night into something magical. But But suddenly, Junhui notices several ambulances and fire trucks rushing toward the location. A terrible fear rises in her chest and she runs toward Kim. When she reaches the place, she sees that the building Kim was in has been struck by a meteor. Many people are injured, and many have died. From outside, Junhui screams Kim's name again and again, but it was too late. Kim had been killed in the accident. Hearing the news, Mr. Byam and Jung-suk rushed to the hospital. Byam thought Junhui had died, but when he arrives, he learns that Junhui is safe instead. Kim is the one who lost his life. Hearing this, Jung-suk completely breaks down. Seok cried a lot that day too, because he couldn't accept that his closest friend had left him like that. Slowly, people began saying that Kim died because of Junhui, because the lottery ticket had Junhui's name on it, not Kim's. Hearing all this, Junhui fell into deep depression. She began blaming herself for everything. In the present, we see that Seok still cries for his friend. He still misses Kim deeply, and Junhui leaves with a small smile on her face. Only one thought keeps repeating in her mind: if she had never won the lottery, Kim would still be alive today. But the truth is, no one can change destiny, just like she won't be able to stop her own death. So she tells Kim, "Before I die, I want to meet someone. And it's not you, it's your mother, Jung-suk." In the flashback, we see that after Kim died, a Grim Reaper came to take him to heaven. But Kim was still thinking about the last moments he spent with Junhui. The Grim Reaper tells him that he can become a Grim Reaper too if he wants. Right then, Kim decides to become one because that way, he could return to the human world and maybe someday see Junhui again. Then we see him learning how the Grim Reaper job works. A person's name and address would be given to him a few days before their death. Kim just had to stand before that person and call their name 3 times, and their death would occur. But at the beginning, this work was painful for him because no one wanted to go with him willingly. People don't want to die, they want to live. Slowly, he learned how to do the job. One day, he goes to take an old woman to heaven, and he sees Junhui walking down the road after almost a year. He sees her again. From that moment on, he always stayed near her. Wherever Junhui went, Kim followed silently. One day, Junhui becomes so emotional thinking about Kim that she starts crying in the middle of the street, and it was raining too. Seeing this, Kim holds an umbrella over her head, but she can't see him. A Grim Reaper can only be seen by a person who is just days away from death. Time passes like this. One day, Kim is sitting and talking with the other Grim Reapers. One of them, named Park, did not complete his duties, so he was erased forever. Because of that, their workload increased. At that moment, Kim is given a new list names of people who would die in a few days. And on that list, he sees Junhui's name. It says she will end her own life within 7 days. Seeing this completely shatters Kim. That's why he appeared in front of her in the first place. The story returns to the present. We see the two of them sitting in an old age home they were looking for Jung-suk. Kim didn't know where she lived now, so meeting her was very important for Junhui. Then Kim says there is someone who can help his stepmother. He brings Junhui to his stepmother. When Junhui asks for Jung-suk's address, the woman refuses at first. Then Junhui explains that Kim died because of her mistake, and Jung-suk still doesn't know the real truth. She wants to apologize for sending Kim that day. Hearing this, the stepmother's heart softens and she gives the address. But she warns Junhui not to go to Jung-suk because she might be living peacefully now, having let go of the painful past. But Junhui says this guilt is a heavy burden, and before dying, she needs to put it down. They arrive at Jung-suk's address. The place is an art gallery, but Kim refuses to go inside. He knows that if he sees his mother, he won't be able to control his emotions. So Junhui goes in alone. Jung-suk sees her and becomes very happy. She takes her home. A little later, Junhui tells her everything the ticket was actually in her name, but she sent Kim instead. If she hadn't done that, maybe Kim would still be alive. Saying this, she breaks down crying. But Jung-suk does not get angry at all. Instead, she hugs her tightly and comforts her. She says, "I already guessed it. It wasn't your fault. Whatever was destined happened. Don't blame yourself." After that, they return to the gallery and talk for a long time. Jung-suk says, "My dream was to build an art gallery like this. Today that dream came true. If Kim were alive today, he would be proud. He would see that I'm doing okay." Hearing this, Junhui runs outside and brings Kim inside by hand. Then she pushes him into Jung-suk's room. Seeing his mother from so close, Kim breaks down crying. It was the first time in 4 years he had seen her this close, but his mother cannot see him. She can only feel a warm presence around her. Then we see Jung-suk opening a closet and taking out Kim's black coat, the coat that holds the memories of her son. She wears it, trying to feel close to him, and Kim hugs her tightly from behind, crying. Even though she can't see him, her heart feels that invisible warmth. Then Jung-suk puts the coat on Junhui and says, "Keep this as Kim's last memory." While they talk, the broken garden lights suddenly turn on. Kim had fixed them. Meanwhile, Junhui cannot find Kim anywhere and becomes worried again. Then Junhui remembers she once told Kim that after completing all her wishes, he must leave. Meeting his mother was her final wish, so she thinks Kim must have gone. We see her running around like crazy, searching for him everywhere. After a while, she finally finds Kim sitting alone. She runs toward him and hugs him tightly. Seeing her so panicked, Kim tries to calm her down. Suddenly, Junhui kisses him. Then, crying, she says he must never leave her again. She has only 2 days left before her death, so until then, she wants to stay with Kim. That night, she rests her head on his shoulder, and together they watch the sunrise. Then Junhui pulls out a small list all the tiny wishes she wants to complete today. First, they go to a shop where she buys a nice suit for her dad and some gifts for her sister. When she returns home, Byum and Haeju surprise her with an iPad so she can draw better. Seeing this breaks her heart, because she knows she won't be able to use it anymore. Then her father happily comes out wearing the new suit. He's so excited that he plays his favorite old music for her. Next, we see Kim and Junhui sitting at a bus stop. A girl drops her passport there. Junhui picks it up and decides to return it because one of her small wishes was to help at least one person. So they go to the airport and search for the girl. After a while, they find her. The girl thanks Junhui for returning the passport. Helping someone makes Junhui genuinely happy. Then the two of them spend some time at the airport. Seeing a couple there, they imagine themselves in that picture, but destiny has made their lives completely different. From there, they go to a bookstore because Junhui wants to read an adult book. Then they eat ice cream. Like this, she keeps completing her small wishes one by one. Just then, Young-hoo calls she had texted many times, but Junhui didn't reply. Young-hoo says, today is the last day of their festival, and tonight there will be a special fireworks show. She wants Junhui to come, but Junhui refuses. This makes Young-hoo very anxious. A flashback reveals that day, Young-hoo could actually see Kim, but she pretended she couldn't. Later, Kim realizes she can see him. So he tells her everything and makes a request. He wants Junhui to watch the fireworks show with him, but Junhui won't agree easily. So he gives Young-hoo the responsibility of dragging her there somehow. That's why Young-hoo kept begging her to come to the festival. The two of them sit somewhere and talk. Junhui hints that her death will be suicide because she no longer wants to live. Kim then tells her she must live because he has decided he will no longer complete his Grim Reaper duties. That way, Junhui will live. She just needs to remove the thought of suicide from her mind. But if he stops working, he will disappear from the world forever. Hearing this, Junhui breaks down. Even if she lives, she will never see Kim again. Kim explains, I died long ago. If I disappear, why does it matter? Just keep our memories in your heart. I want you to live the rest of your life happily. Finally, Kim says, these 7 days with you, they've been the best time of my entire life. Don't forget these moments. Saying this, he walks away. Junhui returns home crying and starts packing her things because she decides she will not listen to Kim. Then she begins writing a suicide note. In her mind, since Kim is gone, there is no reason for her to live anymore. She feels she has no purpose left in life. After finishing the note, she goes to the rooftop and stands at the edge of the railing. Right then, Young-hoo arrives. She saw a dream where Junhui jumped off the roof, so she came to save her. Young-hoo says that she saw Kim that day, and Kim's last wish was for Junhui to stay alive. He gave her the responsibility of making sure Junhui watches the fireworks show. And besides, dying like this won't solve anything. It will only hurt Kim even more. It would be better if she forgets the past and starts life again. That's what Kim wants too. Just then, Kim appears and holds Junhui's hand. He says, the fireworks are about to start. Come on, let's watch them together. Junhui agrees. The two of them watch the fireworks show together. Afterward, Kim gently wipes her tears and says, I'm leaving now. But remember, you haven't lost me, because you are Junhui and you are Kim. I'll always live inside you. Saying this, he leaves her forever. Junhui cries her heart out, but in the end, she decides she will not end her life. Months pass. Now she is trying to overcome her depression. Whenever she feels low, she talks to Young-hoo, helps at her father's restaurant, spends more time with her family, and talks to her best friend Yoon on the phone. They even plan an international trip together. Slowly, she begins moving forward in life. Sometime later, she completes her graduation. She creates a new Korean font and presents it at an art gallery. Her father and sister feel incredibly proud of her achievement. In the final scene, we see her remembering every moment she spent with Kim. Those beautiful memories have now become her strength to keep living. With this beautiful moment, today's drama comes to an end. Don't forget to let me know how you liked the drama, and if you enjoy my stories, make sure to like and comment to stay with me. Now I'm leaving, but I'll see you soon with a new drama story. Until then, take care of yourselves.